Hey my friends, how are you? I hope you're doing good and I hope you're ready for some splits. To be more specific, we're going for some front splits today, so I hope you will enjoy. And then without further ado, let's get started. We will start with a warm-up. Let's start with some circles with our head. And at first we'll do slow motions. Circles in slow motion. Try to touch the 4 points: chin to chest, left ear, left shoulder, head back, right ear, right shoulder. Do it as slow as you can, then change direction. Do that for 1 to 2 times. And try to feel the stretch. Stay connected to the stretching sensation. Once you feel ready, you can circle a little bit faster, like 3 to 5 rounds, and then we change direction again. But still we try to touch all the points. We just do it a little bit faster now. Nice. Alright, then let's lift the right arm and let's try to touch the ceiling. Arm besides the ear if possible, or even behind the ear. Lift out of your shoulder, then support with your opposite hand. Try to elongate as much as you can, as high as you can. Then engage the side. Pull yourself towards the left. And we go for the other side. Left arm up. We try to touch the ceiling. We support with the opposite hand. We breathe normally, deeply, continuously. And we engage the side. Try to feel the muscles between your ribs, your shoulder, your upper arm. Good job. Back into the center, release. And we go for some circles with our chest. We try to prepare the spine. It's like switching between cat-cow position in a standing position, but with a circular rotation. Play with it, go for 5 to 10 rounds, then change direction. You can bend your knees a little bit, maybe that helps. I changed direction already. Alright, very nice, very nice. Then we go for some spinal waves, the classical. If it's hard for you, you can try to do it in front of the wall. Touch with your nose first, then with your chin, with your chest, with your belly, with your hip, with your knees, and then repeat, and always only touch the wall with one of these areas. And try to become more fluent and more fluent. Good job. Then we go for some squats with back bending. So we try to go all the way down till we touch the floor with our fingers, and then we go up and we arch back a little bit by pushing the hip forward, just a tiny bit, to prepare. As you can see, I try to touch the mat and then I go all the way up. I bend my knees in so far as that I'm able to touch the mat. 5 to 10 rounds, depending on how it feels to you. Shouldn't be too intense, just a little warm up. Alright, then back into the center, slowly. And we will go for a squat, so grab your elbows and bend your knees. And try to hold. Try to create a line between knees and hips. Maybe you can do it more beautifully than I did here. And then try to hold. I just changed the hand placement, but I continue to hold the squat. So I just brought the arm that was in front behind, and the arm that was behind to the front. Very good. Then release, reach forward or fall forward. Grab your elbows, relax for a moment. Then slowly try to activate again. Try to touch your feet, your wrists with your elbows. Changed hand placement again, but that's very individual. You don't have to do it all the time. Instead, focus on your tailbone. Try to lift it. Try to push your belly down. Try to engage your shoulders to elongate your upper body. Then let's move a little bit from side to side. But try to move out of the hip. The upper body tries to stay in the center more or less. Just play with it a little bit. Let's try to unlock some range of motion within our hip. Placed my hands on the mat, but continuing with the same exercise, the same play. Just going from left to right, left, right, left, right. You can do it very, very slowly. Grabbed my ankles in the meantime. Always trying to keep the tailbone, the buttocks active. Knees straight. As straight as possible. Then we straighten our arms, the hands are placed on our ankles, and we continue to move from side to side, but now we can engage our shoulders a little bit more. Try to massage the touched areas, try to push your belly through to create a back bend, a slight hollow back position. Think about the cow, not so much about the cat. Still just moving from side to side, now playing with the knees too. Bending one side, then the other, and when I bend, I always try to touch the thigh with my belly, the thigh of the bended leg, going for the deepest cow position that I managed to do. Then we go deeper again. We can try to go deeper and deeper now. Since we have warmed up a fair bit, you can try to bring your forehead closer and closer towards the shins and your crown closer and closer towards the floor. Then we release. Oh, we are not releasing yet. Sorry, just searched for the deepest and now we are releasing. Sorry. Then shake a little bit, relax, and we go for another exercise, leg raises. Straight leg raises. Try to go for 10. I'm at 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and we hold the 10 for about 10 seconds. And then we go for the other side. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and hold. Straight leg, try to point your toes actively. Good. Then slowly release. One leg forward, one behind. And we try to bend the front leg, and we try to keep, while we do that, we try to keep the back leg straight. Try to activate the heel of the back leg towards the mat. That should help at least a little bit. And then we do a couple of repetitions, bending and straightening, about 10 times. Then hold. Lift your arms and reach forward. Try to create a line between leg, upper body and arms, approximately. No, not that easy, but let's try our best. And then we go back into the center and we lift here. We try to sink deeper into the squat. As you can see, I crossed my fingers and I make the palms looking up. Then we arch back a little bit, about 10 seconds here, just to engage the back a tiny bit, not much, just a little bit. Alright, back into the center. We lower the knee to the mat. We get onto a wrist and we just relax here for a moment. We try to sink deeper into the position. We try to create a line between the legs, between the thighs. Then we straighten the front leg and we go for another forward fold. Just lay on your leg as good as you can. Flex your foot and move from left to right and right to left. Play with your hip. Try to keep it warm or make it warm. Engaging the foot as well, as you can see, trying to touch the mat either with the outside or the inside. And after about 10 times, we try to go as deep as we can on the inside of the front leg. So if you can, bring your arms back, and the arm that is placed on the front leg's side that arm tries to go underneath the front leg through. Then actively flex your foot. Lift your tailbone. Lower your chest to the mat. Flex your toes towards the crown. Then release. Next one. Bring your elbow above your front leg and push it forward as much as you can. Keep the front foot flexed actively. Activate the tailbone, lift it, lower the upper body, go deeper on every exhale. Good job. Then release. Back into the center. At first we bend the front leg again and we lift the back leg. We try to push the foot besides our rib cage and even deeper towards the mat. At first a couple of repetitions in and out to prepare the thigh, the the quadriceps in and out 5 to 10 times. Every time you go in, activate the quadriceps, push the knee backwards. Then hold it for a second. And then try to do some quadriceps activations. Stay in the position, but push the knee back and activate the quadriceps. Push it towards the mat. Also about 5 to 10 times, and then hold. Hold, stay strong, and activate. Good job. Then release. Leg back to the mat and we lean forward. Then we bend the back leg again and we try to bring the sole towards the buttocks. Also a few movements in and out. And after 5 to 10 we hold again. Quadriceps of the back leg tries to touch the mat. As good as it can, of course. Then release. Back leg back to the mat. And we stay here. Elbows to the mat, relax for a moment. And then we try to straighten and bend the back leg. That's the next exercise. Straightening to lift the knee off the mat and bending. And we also do that for about 5 to 10 times. And then we hold the activated form, the straight leg, the lifted knee. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Oh, already 10, I'm sorry. Then hold it. Try to keep the hip in place, hip down, head up, chest up a little bit. And then we release. We go for the split. Straighten your front leg. And we go for the exact same exercise here. Bending and straightening of the back leg. 5 to 10 times. 10-second hold. And with every straightening movement, try to go a little bit deeper into the split. Hold it. And one more round. I think I did 2 rounds. You can also do 3 rounds if you feel like it. No, I actually did 3 rounds. 10 repetitions, 10-second hold. Play with it. It's one of the best exercises in my opinion. Then wrist to the mat and we relax here for a moment. You can try this hand placement. I think it's a good one to square the hips, to make both sides of the buttocks parallel. Then we bend the back leg and we turn the knee inside, as you can see. And we go for a little after stretch that is very helpful to achieve the splits or to keep them, to maintain them. First we'll go forward. 10 seconds, just a little bit. Then into the center, also 10 seconds. You can try to activate your tailbone if it's okay for your knee. Lift it a little bit. Aim for a cow. Push your belly down, your chest down. Towards the mat. And then we lean over the bended leg. We try to touch it with our belly. Try to touch the quadriceps with our belly. 10 seconds. We're already more than halfway through the session, by the way. So good job so far. And last one here, we try to go backwards. Hands behind the bended leg. We add a little twist. And a little side stretch now. So one arm goes onto the knee and the other one tries to straighten, and we search, as we did in the beginning, we try to search for a stretch in the side line of the body, between the ribs, rib cage, shoulders. You can try to touch your foot and to lift your chest, your head towards the ceiling, underneath your upper arm, through. Alright, then slowly release your back leg and bring it above your front leg. And then we go for a very, very gentle twist. Let's enjoy the position for a moment after this splitting sequence. I think it's a good one to relax. Not going into a deep twist here, focusing more on relaxing the touched areas and enjoying for a moment. Enjoying the sensation. Then we slowly release. We can massage our legs a little bit. Cracking the toes free. And then we go for the other side, I guess. So the other leg slowly goes front. We can chill for a second in this quad, but then we stand up and we bring the other leg forward to finish this. Again, lunge position. Little re-warm up. 10 squats, bending and straightening the front leg. Activation of the heel of the back leg to keep the back leg as straight as possible. 10 times, 10-second hold, or about 10 times if it's too hard. Then we hold. Try to stay strong. Try to stay active in the touched areas. Don't compensate with other body parts. And then lean forward. 10 seconds here. One line approximately between arms, upper body and the back leg. If it feels good, try to go deeper. If the body allows you to adjust the position, do it. Front leg further forward, back leg further backward. Hold. Then into the center, cross fingers, palms facing towards the ceiling. Hold. Sink deeper if you can. Activate your quadriceps of your back leg. And then we slowly arch back too for 10 seconds. Follow your breath. Try to go deeper with your breathing. Maybe on the exhale. Your inhales could feel also very good. Inhale deeply into your chest. Open up the chest. Open up the upper back, shoulders, and then release into the center. Knee back to the mat. Relax. Breathe deeply, calmly. Calm your breathing again. Exhale deeply if you need to a few times to release the stress. Then straighten the front leg. Lean over it. Touch your thigh with your belly. Flex the foot. Toes towards the crown. Then play with the hip. Move from side to side. Then bring your arms back and underneath the front leg. Flex your foot actively, toes towards crown. Lift your tailbone. If you can, bend your lower back. Try to push your belly, your chest towards the mat. I know it's hard here, working on it myself, but let's try. Let's set the intention to do so. Breathe. Keep the mentioned areas active. Tailbone, foot, lower back. Then release. Left elbow above the shin and push it forward. Flex your foot actively still. Feel the stretch. Go deeper on the exhale. And release and bend the front leg again. And lift the lower leg of the back leg, foot underneath or beside ribcage. Better said, in and out 10 times, approximately 5 to 10 times. Then hold it. When you hold, stay active. Try to push further and further. Quadriceps towards mat. Knee a little bit back. Foot closer and closer towards the mat. Then activations with the quadriceps alone. Stay in the position, but activate, release. Activate, release. Focus on the quadriceps, on the knee, on the foot. And then we relax. Lean forward. Grab your foot, sole towards buttocks. Also about 5 to 10 times in and out. And hold. Then release. Lower leg back to the mat, elbows to the mat. And we relax for a moment. And then we start our drill, bending and straightening of the back leg. Let's go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Hold. Knee back to the mat. Let's search for the deepest position. Hold for a moment. And back into the center. And we go for the splits and we repeat the same exercise. We bend and straighten the back leg. The foot stays on toes. And we try to adjust the position by doing this exercise. As soon as we feel it, as soon as the body allows it, we try to sink deeper and deeper into the splits. We try to center the upper body more and more. Of course, I missed to say it, you can also place your hands on blocks here. Should make it much easier if you need to. Try to go for 2 to 3 rounds or just 1 round. if it's too intense. You can also switch the exercise and rotate or roll your hip from side to side if the bending and straightening exercise becomes too intense. But if you can, go for the 10 repetitions and the 10-second hold afterwards. Play with it. Then wrist to the mat finally, and we just relax for a moment. You can try the hand placement again to maximally square the hips. We want both sides of the buttocks in one line. You might want to shift the back leg further back, but at the same time you want to activate your quadriceps forward so that the side of the buttock stays in place. Okay, then we bend the leg again. Knee is pointing into the center. And at first we try to lean forward in this position. Adjust it, make it comfortable, bring the heel as close towards the buttocks as you can. But don't sit on your foot. Try to sit on the mat still. And then lean forward towards the foot. Activate the tailbone. Belly down. Bend your lower back. Into the center, 10 seconds. And above the back leg, we try to touch the thigh with our bellies again. We lift the tailbone. We push the belly down as good as we can. As good as we can. Hands are slowly wandering further forward if possible. And then we go back as well. Hands behind the back leg. We try to twist a little bit. And then the arm that is on the same side as the straight leg tries to touch the knee of the bended leg, and the other arm tries to touch the foot if possible, or just tries to straighten out. And then we try to twist again. We try to look up. We try to lift the chest towards the ceiling. We try to look towards the ceiling. Let's go. Let's continue. Let's stay strong. Just about 10-12 minutes more, then we are already doing the finishing relaxation. Release and back leg above the front leg. Go for this Easy twist. Twist above the bended leg, above the quadriceps, over the quadriceps. And relax. Exhale if you need to. Release the stress, release the tension. Just enjoy for a moment. And then we will go for our final sequence. A little one. A little one. Squat position again. Then straighten your legs. Fold forward. Grab your elbows. A little preparation for the exercise. And then we go for leg raises. Hands to the mat, palms to the mat if possible, or fingertips. You can bring knee to knee at first to go for a very deep forward fold. That should make the exercise easier. Lift your tailbone again. Activate it. Stretch the line in between leg and buttocks, biceps and buttocks, and then leg raises. Straighten the back leg, lift it, try to keep it straight. Don't smash it up, try to work out of your muscles. It's more productive. Slowly and truly. 5 to 10 times. Then hold. Don't open the hip to get higher. Try to keep it closed. And try to get higher with a closed hip. Then other side. First bend your legs. Bend the leg, knee to knee. Forward fold. Maximally deep. Lift your buttocks, your tailbone. Activate it. Push your belly down. Then slowly straighten the back leg. And we go for 10 leg raises. 1. Slowly and truly. 2. 3. 4. 5. 6. 7. 8. 9. And hold. And follow your breath. Try to go higher and higher on the exhale. Just a little bit, even if it's just millimeters. Don't stay in place. Try to go deeper and deeper, higher and higher. Then release. And we sit down, squat, and we sit and we lay down, and then we lift one leg after we have adjusted. Then we lift one leg and we try to pull the leg slowly, slowly with little movements towards the upper body. If you cannot do that, you might have to lift your upper body a little bit, your shoulder blades and your head at least, to bring upper body and lower body together. Upper body closer towards lower body closer towards upper body. But if you can, lay down. 10 repetitions, 10-second hold. Last exercises. Let's go, let's go. Hold, go deeper though. The hold is never actually a hold, we always try to go deeper and deeper. Next exercise, fingers on the biceps, on the knee, the inside of the knee, and then we straighten and bend the foot, the leg, about 10 times, bending and straightening. And after 10 we hold it again. And you try to activate the leg. You try to activate the leg towards the upper body. Then we repeat the first exercise again. We try to move the leg closer towards the upper body, in and out, in and out. But further and further in, lesser and lesser out of the position. And then we hold again. After 10 repetitions. Let's go for the deepest we can do here now, in this moment. Relax into it. Then we repeat the second exercise. Fingers on the biceps underneath the knee, on the inside of the knee or backside of the knee. And then we go again for bending and straightening 10 times. 10-second hold afterwards. Hold. Activate the leg. Try to reach the upper body out of the leg itself. Support with your hands, but activate your leg. And then we mobilize our energy. We go for the last round, my friends. Last round. Let's finish this. 2 more exercises, 2 rounds each, in and out with the straight leg at first. 5 to 10 repetitions, 10-second hold. Bending and straightening, second exercise, 5 to 10 times, 10-second hold. breathe. Don't forget to breathe. Move these exercises as if you were on the couch relaxing. Even if it's intense, even if it's hard, pretend that it is easy. Breathe normally. And just move. Then hold, but move deeper and deeper. Two more minutes. Almost done. First exercise again, in and out. Let's search for the deepest here. More and more in, less and less out. Deepest position. And then last round, finally, fingers on the biceps, or better said on the underneath the knee, bending and straightening 10 times. Last exercise, fully focus. If thoughts pop up, just let them bruise through. Do not engage. Focus. Activate your leg every time you straighten. Push towards the upper body. And then again, hold. Search for a deeper and deeper position. Nice. Alright. Then relax. Adjust yourself. Compliment yourself. Like, be proud of yourself that you did this 1 hour long splitting session. I know it was quite intense, but good job really. Now make sure to treat yourself with a little relaxation, little Shavasana pose, distance between the legs, distance between arms and upper body. Calm yourself. Focus on your exhales. With every exhale, sink deeper and deeper into the mat. With every exhale, relax your body and your mind more and more. For example, exhale, release the tension in the forehead, in the cheeks, in your eyes. And try to do that within your whole body. Alright, I'm out for today. I hope you enjoyed, and thanks for joining. See you soon.